If there is anything that history has proven, it's that anything can be used as money. After World War II, Europe was all about gasoline, and everyone knows cigarettes were the unofficial currency in war camps. In fact, the paper currencies you see today are relatively modern. They originated in China in the 7th century, but they didn't really gain popularity until Europe started using them in the 17th century. Now, it looks like paper money is about to become old news. Justin Timberlake's science fiction movie, In Time, where the world's currency is time, may be a little off the mark. The thing that will come in money's place? Cryptocurrency. Could that happen? Could one day carrying around a wallet filled with cash be something of the past? Could the digital age expand to make paper currency vanish entirely? The answer will surprise you. Before we begin, we want to say hello to our new and returned viewers. We hope you enjoy our content and become part of our family by hitting that subscribe button. It's free. To our subscribers, we appreciate your support. Now, let's get started. At the forefront of cryptocurrencies that could wipe out paper money is none other than Bitcoin. Ever since it surfaced as the original cryptocurrency, it's taken the world by storm. And even though others have appeared, Bitcoin is the unchallenged, prominent option. Cryptocurrency is more popular than you think. For example, you can buy a sandwich from Subway using Bitcoins. Why is that? And why do the following advantages make it look like Bitcoin can be the universal currency? Let's see. One of the reasons why so many people call for paper money to be replaced is that cryptocurrency has managed to achieve the impossible: become resistant to inflation. This happens because Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies come in limited supplies. For example, Bitcoin has an ultimate cap of 21 million. On the other hand, the amount of paper money is ever changing. It's up to the world's governments and central banks to control the money supply and increase it. So when inflation happens, the value of money decreases. That isn't likely to happen because of cryptocurrency's limited supply. So centralized systems such as the US Federal Reserve or India's RBI don't have the authority to influence it. As much as the world's governments want to, they can't oversee or regulate cryptocurrencies. That means that someday in the future, this decentralized system can help push the concept of a universal basic income, more so than any fiat, aka paper currency, can do. By its looks, cryptocurrency is more aligned with the user's interests than the government's. Currency is still currency, but the digital version has one dramatic advantage. It allows for money transfer to be both faster and cheaper. This applies to international transfers, where banks' fees are expensive and extremely slow. There are still fees that need to be applied, and there is still Bitcoin's inherent flaw of having low capacity, but with time, that's set to improve. However, for as many advantages as cryptocurrency has, it has just as many disadvantages. One of the reasons why cryptocurrency hasn't taken over the world so far is the amount of technical knowledge handling it requires. In theory, we could have a payment method that the public can easily use, but that has yet to be established. And not every person in the world has access to the technology you need to learn. Remember, and believe it or not, but not everyone has jumped on board the bank train yet. There are 1.7 billion people who don't have bank accounts. Contrary to popular belief, handling Bitcoins isn't as easy as pressing a button. Every single Bitcoin transaction, it's the same as watching 130,000 hours worth of YouTube videos. Let's put that into comparison. Every second, Visa processes about 1,700 transactions, and every second, Bitcoin processes from 3 to 7 transactions. That kind of makes it near impossible for Bitcoin to become a means of payment for the masses, but that's Bitcoin. Newer cryptocurrencies are showing more promise and a lot less energy consumption. Ripple can handle 1,500 transactions per second. Cosmos can do 10,000. EOS can handle 4,000. Lastly, Solana can handle an impressive 29,000 transactions per second. Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies have a dramatic risk factor. Just because they're a decentralized system doesn't mean it's foolproof. For example, if you were to take a chance and invest in Bitcoin, even if it's been growing in value for months, you could wake up a few days later and lose 15% of your investment's value. This actually happened in February. When people say they forget their passwords and lost their savings, they may not be exaggerating. Let's not forget about that man who accidentally threw away his computer, forgetting he had 7,500 bitcoins on the hard drive. With the value of Bitcoin, that means he threw away $246 million. But let's put it out there. What will happen if cryptocurrency replaced paper money? Well, for one thing, traditional currencies as we know them will lose their value. This means that millions of people will suffer from lost assets. The fact that cryptocurrency exchanges are done digitally means that it's prone to glitches, malware, or plain old malicious hacking. To feasibly be acknowledged as currency in the leagues and popularity of cash, you would also need to have support from the governments. Already, some governments have imposed restrictions or bans on accepting crypto as a method of payment. However, at the end of the day, who knows? Cryptocurrency is on its way to replacing paper money, but for it to completely wipe it out, that's likely to be far in the future. The closest scenario is both crypto and cash coexisting. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.